Hi everyone, welcome on in. We're going to be talking today about something that I really didn't even know existed in San Diego, and I certainly had no idea what to expect when our friends invited us to Disney in concert with the San Diego Symphony at the Rady Shell. But it sounded like fun, so what the heck, I'm all in for fun. And it turned out to be a beautiful venue with the ocean as the background. My friends had explained that there would be videos of Disney movies that would be synced with the music. I wasn't really sure I understood, but it seemed interesting. A sonic celebration of Disney characters and movies over the last century. Sounded good, but what about the food? And I was a little bit skeptical because I don't really do picnics, especially when you have to sit on the lawn or on a bench without a back. After all, I need my creature comforts. Well, we worked that out. And I'm excited. I'm really excited about what we're going to see and hear. As I said previously, this is a complete unknown. So come on down, join us for a meal. This one's going to be different, if not downright special. My wife and I are self-proclaimed foodies, no question about it. We love fine dining, tablecloths, and great service. Although sometimes we'll do more down-home dining too. It's all about the great food. So we're bringing you reviews of great restaurants in San Diego County and beyond. Turns out you can buy food there or you can pre-order and get a reserved table and seats. Emphasis on the seats. With a back, not a bench, and a table so you're not eating out of your lap. Now I like that. You can get a prefix or you can order a la carte. I've mentioned before that our friends and we tend to share, so we went with the a la carte. Now, comment down below, if you will, if you've ever been to the Rady Shell, one of these types of events, whether you pre-ordered or whether you got a la carte, and let us know your experience. Now remember to stick around, because we have to give this food event a traveling foodie attorney rating. That and the legal tip of the month will be toward the end of the video. Find out if I met my motto of never another bad meal, ever. Some of the selections you could order were really tempting. We ended up pre-ordering a charcuterie plate. They called it a meat and cheese board. It was delicious. It was piled high with meats and salamis, cheeses, grapes, and sauces, and the colors involved just made it that much nicer. Well presented and plenty for the four of us. Let me invite you to subscribe and to give us a thumbs up. And let me explain that subscription, it doesn't cost you a penny. All it really does is just allow you to find our latest video quickly because it will be in your subscription list. And the thumbs up tells YouTube to serve up our video to more people so that they can enjoy it. All of that really does help out the channel, and we thank you for doing that. We were surrounded by people at their assigned tables, but it wasn't like we were packed in. I really didn't feel crowded at all. And all the while, the servers were funneling in and out with the food. They did an amazing job in getting that food to the tables in an efficient and speedy process. Now, I won't say that it was instant service, as like my wife seems to remember it, but I will say that it was speedy service. Now, we followed up the charcuterie plate with Hawaiian barbecue pork ribs and macaroni salad. Here's the photo. But I do have to apologize because I got so carried away with the venue and the beauty of it all that I forgot to take photos until we all had already attacked the plate. But here's the menu where you can see it all in its majestic glory. Again, really good presentation with the sauce gleaming on top and parsley to give it great color. The macaroni salad was just as delicious as the pork ribs. We purchased some cookies as we entered. They were our dessert. What a perfect ending to the meal. Delicious. Even though they were chocolate. Yeah, I know, I'm not a chocolate lover, but the other three are, so I put up with them. And if you're a vanilla lover, like I am, you know what I mean. Okay, time for the legal tip of the month. People often tell me that their dad or their mom is so demented that they're simply going to take his money and use it for the kids' college tuition or the house remodel or what have you. he won't care, won't know, can't use it. His needs are more than adequately taken care of at the Alzheimer's unit. And then they ask me, can I do that? Now, if you're not interested in this subject, you can certainly skip forward on the timeline to continue the restaurant review. And by the way, the timestamp as to where it continues is right up there. But you're going to miss some really interesting stuff. Of course, they're capable of doing it. There's no such thing as the probate police, and no one's probably going to stop them, and probably no one's going to know except other family members. But the real question is, should you do it, and what can go wrong? Now, if you have a brother who is supposed to inherit equally with you, and you take all the money, what happens to his inheritance? Somewhere along the line, you're going to have to pay it back so your brother comes out equally, and probably with interest. And here's one most people don't consider. What if you die before your dad? Probable? No. Possible? Most definitely. And let's say your kids inherit your half. They still have to pay back your brother. How much of a connection do they have with your brother that that's likely to occur? And what if your dad's needs and costs skyrocket? Where is the money going to come from? As a lot of it, maybe all of it, has already been spent. Are there ways to do this? Of course, but there has to be the proper legal structure in place. So call us at 760-436-8832. And if you want more information on this subject, there'll be a link in the video notes below to one of my articles. And once again, just to keep the boys and girls at the State Bar happy, my name is Merv Miller, and I am the traveling foodie attorney. Our address is also in those video notes below. So back to the concert. It was spectacular. It was synced. Unfortunately, I can't show you a video of that, as I'm sure it would violate copyright law. But here's a photo before the festivities started. You can see the orchestra on the floor of the shell with a screen above them and a screen on each side of the shell. And here's the welcome screen, so you can see what it looks like. The music being played was matched to the scenes being shown on the screen. So when, for instance, Peter Pan and Wendy flew away to Never Never Land, the music being played matched to what you would have heard in the movie. Same with Snow White and The Lady and the Tramp, as it was with all of the various Disney classics. Fabulous evening. But we do have to give this a rating. So on our 10-point traveling foodie attorney scale, let's start with service. I would give that a 9.5. The staff was so friendly and accommodating, and they really got that food out quickly. I'm not sure how they did that. What about ambiance? Well, you simply can't beat the setting with the ocean and the bay in the background and the green grass. It was gorgeous, so a 10 out of 10 on that. And for the food, well presented, tasty, and amazingly hot when it got to the table. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not on the level of some of the finer restaurants that we've already reviewed, but for what it is, it's terrific. Easily a 9.2 out of 10. So there you have it. Something I would definitely recommend that you try during the summer season.